Hey guys, welcome back. In the previous video, we retrieved data from the database. However, we reintroduced the problem that if someone types a URL, a slug that or not exist, like if I type this second, it is not existing and it is blown up, trying to get property of body of non-object. It means we are retrieving a data from the database, but if we don't have the corresponding slug, our variable is null. So I will show you the two ways. First, I will show you our not if if articles is null, then send it to the abort 404. Go back to browser, refresh, and here we go. We have sent the user to the 404 page. Next, a quick recap that we are all on the same page. If you're curious about the backslash of the DB, that's because we are trying to access the DB class from the global namespace root. Think about that. If we do not have that backslash, refresh the page, we got an error. And that's because it will assume the class is in the current namespace. So it's trying to find app, HTTP controller, and DB class. So we start with the backslash or we import at the top. Now if use DB, we import DB class at the top. Now if I come back and give it a refresh, it will work now. Our article has been fetched. Anyhow, let's move on. So you see here we use the query builder to fetch the data, and it's clean and fluent API for constructing SQL query safe and secure. However, there is a cleaner way we could go about this. We have to use the Eloquent, and for that case we have to make a model. So go back to terminal, open the terminal. So here we write PHP artisan make model and give it a name. So we are using article, so our model name is article. Enter. So now our model has been created. Go back to app, and now you see here our articles.php. It is confusing that it is not in a model directory like controller. It's in a app, and it's in the app directory. So you see here we have an article model, and the model there are two advantages of a model, that it provides that same API for simple queries and also place to store business logic. So now we have to attach our database that we are that we have to make in phpMyAdmin. We make our that table is articles, name article, and now we are attaching our table with this model. It's called protected table. It's a mass assignment and I will teach you in the future. So let's go with me. Articles, and now go back to the controller. So the first we have to import our article model. It has the namespace app. So we use over here use app backslash article our model. This is our model name. So we import our article model in our controller class, and now we have to make a variable called articles and article model, where our slug is equal to slug. Look, this this is the same thing here. First, and a little bit cleaner. So go back to browser, refresh. So here we go. We have fetched our articles via model. So if we don't have the corresponding slug, we have to send to the user to the 404 page. But now I will tell you the second way of doing it with the Eloquent. So we have articles where slug is equal to slug, but if we don't have the corresponding slug, so we have to write or fail. So it means if we don't have the corresponding slug, it will fail. So go back to the browser, write some another article like I write mine first new. This is not a corresponding slug and not in our database. Enter. Here we go. We have a 404 not found page. So this is all about this of today lecture, and in the next lecture I will teach you the migration.